Hello, welcome to another Bifrost Workshop. So for this video, we'll be working on a UI for you to interact with the yield delegation vault contract, the one that we built together last week, right? So this interface that you see right here is heavily inspired by a previous Bifrost Mint Redeem EVM component. And you see you have on the left side, you have token balances for you to track what's going on with on your your tokens, everything. In the middle you have a deposit to vault component, essentially for you to select which token you want to deposit into the vault, as they make it, for you to donate to the community or to the creator or to the project that you like, right? So you can do deposit right here. Of course, and on the right side, you see a vault deposit management, essentially for you to see what deposit you have made in the past, and at the which which entry point you put in, which is the conversion rate right here. And of course, you can also withdraw, and it will calculate the does owner calculation for you. And yeah, that's basically what we're building today. Let's get started. Okay, so in a previous video, we've done the mint and redeem component right here. So just we switch over so you can refresh your memory quickly. Let me connect MetaMask as well. So we done something like this. Switch over space Apolia, and you get all these things. You can mint, redeem tokens, etc. All that stuff, right? So for this time, go back. I have made a new page for it. It's called Yield Delegation Vault component right here. So this is gonna be very similar style. We're gonna try to follow the same format, but then specifically made it for Yield Delegation Vault. Let's get started. First off, since we heavily borrow a lot of stuff from that one, so let's just head over to that mint and redeem component. Just do a quick copy and paste. Boom. So you have most of the so you have some components done, right? At least the balances are done. So let's just take these out, right? The mint component, that kind of stuff. Let's just take those out, and boom, and just take those out. We don't need those. And we got one component done very quickly. So you get this one. You know exactly what's going on this one. Sounds good, right? Amazing. All right, for the next component, we're gonna head over this one. Next component, it would be, well, let's name it deposit to vault component, right? TSX. Okay, and just do quick that one, and let's just import this into this, and import deposit to vault component, and it is not being used for anything. Let's just put it right here. Reason why I just do it quickly, so you see it renders here, so kind of like see it getting update. So you have you can switch off, if you have two monitors, you can put that onto another monitors and keep track of it. All right, sounds good. So you need to very similar to this mint the mint component over here, you're gonna need to get the token balances in, except for this case we don't need the native balance, we only need the token balances. So let's just grab this one right here. Grab this one. Of course, just reuse things, right? Makes your life easier. We don't need the native component. Let's just grab this token balances, the one we worked together on the last one. Let's just do a quick update in this one. Token balances, perfect. It automatically kind of detected for me. Let's make it a little bit better. Let's go to mint. I believe I had a mint props over here, which is in a share folder. Maybe I should have used a better but let's just start deposit to vault props, and it's gonna be very similar to this one. So just grab token balances and let's copy. Perfect. Let's go back to this one, and you got that, and you got that. And nice thing, we have AI, right? Like super convenient, just automatically fill things out for you, right? And let's just save that quickly. Let's go and copy a chunk of all the stuff inside here for us to be able to use. Let's see, what do we need to copy? Okay, we need is desktop for sure. Selected token, open. Yes, we need a lot of these ones, especially for management. So let's say we get a chunk of this. Let's just say we grab most of these import just because we have done it already. So then let's just, you know, save us a lot of times and just kind of like copying stuff over, so we don't have to, you know, go through the whole doing all of that stuff process again, right? That's what you would do. That's what, if you need a refresher on what happened last video, just the video to last video is in the link to the last video is in the description. So yeah, just head over and take a look, right? For us is here, we want to, you know, let's just save our time and just kind of follow these super convenient things. Let's just grab some of these ones, some of the previous one, these ones right here. Grab this one real quick. Can you have let's quick reference to this previous one. You do a token allowance check. Oh yes, because you're gonna need to check this one, because at the moment not every wallet is already you know, EIP 7702 supported. So then, you know, something like Rainbow still not. So you want to, you know, support something like this. So you're gonna do this, but it's gonna be for VDOT. Because the yield delegation vault is you know, interacting with the V token, so you have something like this. And if you do that for VDOT, then you're gonna do it for VETH as well. So you're gonna do VETH allowance. You go to this one. Awesome. Just do a quick format. That looks great. Double check on the type, should be good. Automatic pass in. Now that's good. That's good. Okay, so it handles everything in here. All right, so now next thing you do, just need to, because the component looks very similar, so let's just one shot all of these ones, right? Let's one shot all of this, and also select mint token as well, and that's gonna go somewhere here. And I think there's supposed to be something here. Okay, well, let me just go back. I need to, I guess, do a better job copying. Let's just copy everything from here downwards. Alright, so okay, and there you go, should work. Awesome. So we got, now we just need to fix you know, places here and there to make sure things are working. For example, in mint, we're gonna change it to deposit to vault, deposit to yield deposit, deposit yield delegation vault. Awesome. You're gonna have these two instead of just one for you to do all those things. So you now you also have VDOT allowance here instead of just dot. Okay. Oh yeah, because the mint one only handles you know, VDOT case, right? So which is what we're handling at the moment. So you're gonna call VDOT, and you will always call VDOT create order. You don't need that, so you need to delete this one. So we need to make changes to this one. All right, so let's just remove all of this. Oh, that's a lot of, okay, let me just remove all of this, and we will create our own code as well, like separately. Let's just do console log value for now, right? And we will handle all of this write contract, all that kind of stuff later. Let's just fix the form first. Value, you got token list, token, and doing all of that. That's great. Okay, got value, set selected tokens, token list map, select a mint token. So it's gonna be select deposit token. I just, you know, change the name a little bit. It's only 2 anyway. Alright, so let me just quickly look it up over here. Select a token, token list map. Okay, let's just quickly take a look. Okay. Oh, it's kind of broken. Alright, let's just token allowance, VDA allowance, and also maybe a second, or There you go. And doesn't have to be that. And something like this. Just either one. Alright. And does it work? Okay, you get, you're going somewhere. Oh yeah, so you only need 2 of them. Okay, so we need to kind of reduce it down because token list is kind of big, so let's just reduce it down. Right, something like this. And instead of token list, we're just gonna do tokens. Tokens, tokens, and just and this one, token balance is 1. If it's got 2, let's just quickly go back to this one. Oh, not this one, go back this one. So you got 0 is dot veth 1 2, so you only work with position 1 and 2. So you go here, so just position 1 and 2. So if it's veth is 1 and if it's v dot is 2. And this one you switch over to depositing. It's a minting. Yeah, everything else should be very similar, right? It doesn't change very much. This one, so select the token symbols, go to veth, it's gonna be eth. Okay, I guess this is where, let's just keep, let's just do a small change, right? Token balances, and then this one's go to 2 for v dot. And I think instead of mint is deposit, that one works the same way. And voila, now you got everything, looks good as always. You got the, it gets the correct v dot balance right here, right? Correct veth balance as well, so that's good. Your max is not working, right? So let me go and take a quick look to fix the max button. Let's see. Okay, where's our max? So just do a quick search. Okay, right here. We're missing something in this max. I think it's something with subscribe. Oh, let me just do a quick lookup over here. Max. Amount max. Okay, let me just let's see. It's not handling that one. Okay, so let's just do quick this one. So type button, right? And it's gonna be on click, and you're gonna need to change the handle. So let's just you get something like this. Okay, there you go. Format ether works. Alright, so let's go back. So if I do something, yeah, there you go. Okay, so next thing, alright, let's do a quick check. Everything looks good. Let's go back. Do this one. Okay, that's good. Let's just do okay, validation, everything works. Let's just do 1, validation works. This one doesn't. Okay, that looks awesome. Okay, let's go back. So we have most of the validation, everything done. This one, submit, pending, blah blah blah. Everything looks good. You got VDOT allowance. Okay. Alright, so let's say switch over to this one. Let's say you have like 20, you do deposit, no approve. Oh, right now I believe that it is just, oops. Okay, let me switch this view. Let me where did I? Yay. Boom, okay. Need to quickly switch the view and everything. Let's do it again and switch console. I believe what it is at the moment, it's just, console log stuff. Let's see if this one, what is this minimize? Okay, something. Something. Alright. So you need ABIs. Okay, so for ABIs, make sure you go into the Bifrost dev kit the other day, and you should be able to get API in there. For me, I already have extracted over here. Let me just grab it quickly. Here, delegation vault API, and you're gonna need that one, right? So grab that one real quick, and you go back here, swap it out, and it. Okay, here delegation vault API, and you are going to need some write contract. Okay, so you got all these things, works, batch calls, IDs. Okay, now we need to write that submission logic, right? Because remember we were doing that one. So on submit, okay, let's kind of borrow this one real quick so we have some structure, right? Because we're gonna rewrite a lot of stuff. So let's say if selected token simple, so go to VETH. Then next thing you do is now you need you also need to get the address, and of course the address is inside. As you go quickly grab it over here. But this one is the one on base, by the way, and it will be the same on, you know, I would say it would be the same on other places as well, because I usually would try to deploy all of this to be in the same same address across all different chains, so that's easy. This one can VE. Okay, I will delete this one, right? Because we will want to something that's very similar to this, and I would just copy this one like this. Okay, and you multiply it and switch this one to VETH. So if selected token is VETH, and if the wallet support the ability to batch transactions, so then you gotta do token filter, you get the address which is VETH, right? And you call the approve for the yield delegation contract vault address, and then you're gonna call it, and you're gonna yield delegation vault API. There you go, and there's gonna be a deposit, and you're not gonna have these ones. What you're gonna get is something like this, and let me just quickly check on that. Okay, and precisely, yes, that's it for the VETH part. Let's fix this one is also if the thing doesn't support, so you need to check if VETH allowance, what is it at. You're gonna do approve. Gonna give it maximum. It makes not recommended, but we make do. Okay, remove those, and it's gonna be v dot. VETH. Yes. Sorry, my bad. VETH is on v dot. Token filter. It's gonna be v dot, right? And it's gonna be switched in these two. It's gonna switch deposit. Remove these two. Okay, looks good. And if it doesn't, you got v dot allowance, and you got this. And for AI, it's just just tap, and it kind of fixes most of the stuff for you. And this one's gonna be v dot. Okay, I think it works super well. Right, so it should be kind of like lint perfectly. Okay, good. Let's just go to this one. Let's do 20, right? See deposit. Okay, confirm. What takes so long? Okay, something got 2. Okay, good. Approve deposit. Review alert. Yes, whatever. Confirm. Something gas price. Okay, looks fine. Don't see issues. Gas, of course, on base it's like super cheap. Like many, fraction of a penny. Right? So you got that. So let's just quick check on this one. Just so Just do one. I think, was that allowed? Maybe 3. Just do this one. Okay. Approve deposit. Should be very similar, I would say. Got it. Confirm. MetaMask kind of very annoying with all those prompts. Yeah. Okay. There you go. Okay. There you go. Works. This one. Fine. Good. Awesome. So you got something. Went somewhere. Alright, so we finished the deposit component. So now we're gonna get over to the next component, which is the like a deposit management. Let's call it. Let's make a new component here. All right, let's do yield deposits. Call it management component. Quite a long name, but you know what? That's fine. And let's just do something simple. No. Just give me a div and yield deposit. There you go. I will. Okay. And the reason why I'm doing this is just for me to be able to import it in, and that's gonna make a over here, and then just gonna switch back. I see that looks good. Now next thing I do is I just switch over to this one. Let's steal the what's that, the top, like you have this little nice bits over here. Let's just do something like this, and you're gonna call it like this. Okay, so that you close that, you got deposits, that, and you have vault deposits management, and you're gonna I'm just gonna grab this one. It's called manage and withdraw your deposits from the vault. Right, something like this. And you got div. Okay, good. Next things, I want to have like a couple card to kind of display it, like the current rate and so on. So then you're gonna do something like this, and then you're gonna do div. No, let's, before we get the card, let's just have like a, like we separate them into sections. Right, let's just do overview. Right, and I want to have buttons. So do refresh. Right, just so do refresh, just like what we have for the other stuff. We have something to do refresh. This is going to be secondary refresh ccw. Okay, good. Very similar to the other one. And you have size icon, yes. And then so you have something like this, right? Very similar to like tokens. You have this refresh, maybe stick the same color, but they have all the other buttons here. So anyway, let's keep it secondary. There's gonna be more buttons, so I want to leave the primary one for those ones. Next one you do is let's get actually, you know what? Let's do this one first. Is first I'm gonna import like a bunch of the Wagmi stuff here. Alright, so I'm gonna go and just grab like a bunch of these ones over here. So these are like, typical Wagmi import everything, and then make sure you got the address, you got type, you got format ether on these ones. Let's also grab a bunch of constants. Let's grab the constants in, so you'll be able to call them. Next thing is we're gonna do like a fetch. So we're gonna grab informations like rate, how many deposits you have, and then start using that to populate. Start populate the information within the cards. So you have, let's do cons, and you have data, which is you're gonna call it data batch. All right, let's do this. And then it's gonna do is loading, is error, and something like this. That looks awesome, right? One shot AI handles this stuff for me. And contract, you got deposit record. Okay, good. Gonna need ABI. Okay, let's grab all the ABI definitions here. All right, so then it's gonna start importing. Right, and you're gonna have these functions. You're gonna have these arguments in. And next one, you're gonna grab the VE conversion rate, and that's gonna be that. And you have V dot conversion info, and it's gonna be something like this. Okay, wow, AI really does make it quick. Like all this thing super quick. All right, so let's keep going. So now so you have the overview, right? I want to have two cards here, which is two different rates, and then one card spanning this one, which is essentially saying number of deposits that you have. So then you gotta look into something like div, and the easiest one to have two cards. There was something style like two cards like side by side with equal length. Easiest one, just use grid. And then you're gonna have something like this, and that's gonna be class name, flex, border. Awesome! Wow, it really gets my style pretty well, right? And then you have h2, and make sure when it's loading, there's a skeleton, right? And wow, it really does handle the complete import pretty well. So you got format ether data batch one. Okay, then that's pretty solid. Okay, let's do the next one. Right, so you get something like this, the batching, skeleton, this one, and that's gonna be 2 and autocomplete. Okay, good. Now for the last one, it's gonna have to do a column span, so spanning 2 columns, right? So it looks like that, and it's called number deposits, and their batch loading, and it's gonna be this, and just autocomplete that for me. Total number of deposits, and it's gonna look something like this. All right, boom, awesome. So you have number of deposits, to these ones. Okay, good. All right, we already have something. Okay, so now we want to also fix up with this button, right? We want the button to be more capable. So you're gonna do on click, refetch data batch, but then for you need to do some management here. Has to be the is data batch, refetching is on, you have a loader. If not, you can have this, and you also do a disable is data batch fetching. There you go. So then you're gonna have this effect, which is because I want to have this effect when you like, for example, you click on it, it's gonna spin, and but then it kind of like disable, right? And once you finish, comes. Okay, the next thing is handling error. Like me personally, I want things, errors to be handled, right, properly. So now I'm gonna do it just right below the overview section. So it's gonna be somewhere here, and it's gonna drop in as is data batch. Let's do error, right? A batch error, and that's gonna be. And I usually use this style because I think it's kind of like, it's kind of easy, and it works pretty well for the most part. Right, something like this, and yeah, something like this. Oh, okay, I need something like this. Okay, and then octagon alert, which is this one. Okay, so you have something like this, data batch error message. Right. Okay, message. Yeah, make sure I have the error is error. Right. Oh, I think there's an error. Yeah, I need to add in the error, right? Something like this is data batch refetch error as well. So when I refetch, if it's broken, I also want it to be handled, and that's also want to put something. Where do I put it? I could put it essentially just above this one. Let's just above this one. Just like this. Okay, something like this. Okay, so now the way you're gonna try this one is very simple. Let's go here, turn off your Wi-Fi, real quick, and then you're gonna do something like this. Oops. Okay, let's see. It's gonna do fetch. It's gonna be somewhat broken, right? Okay. So basically, so now you handle the error pretty nicely. So once you handle the error, then you just move on to the next part, which is I want to essentially populate on the positions you have. So now you have number deposit. These ones, let's just do a quick refresh here. There you go. So you got 2 deposits here. Then next thing you do is just let's just quickly go down. Okay. Okay. So you got number deposit. So now let's just do a div where I will also display all my deposits. So it's gonna do something like this, right? And that's gonna be flex col, gap 2, and something like this. And then it's gonna do h2 deposits, right? And it's gonna do something like this. Okay. And essentially I want to see is data batch loading, and basically because I basically have like a bunch, I know how many deposits I have. So then what I'm gonna do, I know how many deposits I have, so then I know how many calls to do. So basically what I'm gonna do is gonna do this skeleton, right? Actually no, because I wouldn't, because as it's loading I don't know the length just yet. So then I'm gonna do length, gonna do just like commemorative 4, right? Something that's somewhat map index skeleton. Something like I like the height to be decently sized, something like this. Okay. And you're gonna have this batch, data batch 0, so you have the results, and then you have the results of this will return you like a bunch of deposits IDs. You can do something like this. So now let's make something that's decent, right? So now you have something like this. So you have these deposits, it's 4 and 5. So now let's make a new component to essentially handle, like it's like a card that for you to handle deposit information, right? Deposit info, right? You're gonna have essentially you're gonna pass in deposit ID, because it's gonna this info card is gonna handle its internal deposit ID fetching, right? You have current token conversion rate, because you already fetch it up top. I don't want to keep fetching it again. I also want to refetch the data batch, right? Essentially, why? Because once you make once you do withdraw, you want the whole process to kind of reload. You want do a quick reload to make sure things get updated. So then you need to pass into this component also the refetch function from above, and then you can have something like this. It's just like the type, make sure type works. Current token conversion rate would look something like V token conversion rate, and to something like this. Okay, now let's just do quickly return, right? And that's gonna be quickly function. Okay, so like this and like this. I think my syntax is wrong somewhere. You got this one. Syntax is wrong somewhere. Okay. Well, there you go. Yeah, there's sometimes like issues with like syntax and stuff. But anyway, so you got this one. Next thing you do is I want to handle the card, everything. But anyway, first thing first, let's do the data fetching first. Let's do data, which is you're gonna call the vault deposit record, right? And it's gonna do is loading, which is if vault deposit record. I'll do on this one. It's very straightforward. An error, and now you can have address, you call it, you get deposit record, you get deposit ID, and boom, is get vault deposit record. Yeah, there you go. something like this. So once you have something like this, let's just grab some some styling, right? As far as you guys start rendering some stuff. Let's go with the div first. Div. Oh, wow. Okay. Let's just do like it has like a nice looking card design. So very similar to the one above, something like this. Then you're gonna have I want to have the ID of this. So you're gonna do item center justify between good. Then you can have h2. I don't need this, right? So just do this. I think it's already string. Okay. And you're gonna have I want it to have like a nice. So what does it look like right now? Let me see. Looks like this. Okay. Oh, is it? Okay. Let's just switch this one out. Vault deposit info on this one. Current version. There you go. And right now it looks like this. Okay. Cool. Okay. So the next thing I would need to do is let's just remove the buttons here for now. And I would like this one to look like it has like a box, something like this. Yeah, so it pops right directly to my face, so I kind of know what's going on, right? Okay. Then I need a button, right? So let's do a button, and it's gonna be class name hover cursor pointer. Let's just do a quick. Oh wow, it does a lot of autocomplete for you just to refetch, right? The refetch vault deposit record icon secondary. Yeah, I think secondary. There's a main one which I want to be which I want it to be the withdraw function, right? Or withdraw button. So let's keep it like that. There's also true, but let's do this one for now, and then we will handle those cases later. Okay. Then next thing you do is you're gonna have this deposit ID. Okay. So if there's something that is broken, right? If there's like a fetch that is refetch as error, so we're gonna put it just below. So this one justify between. Okay, so then no problem, right? You're gonna do something right below, right? Refreshing. So this is, I just grabbed this one. It's like a template I usually have, so you can easily just copy it in for easy error handling. Essentially, that's the idea. Same as this one, right? Like this is something very reusable that I have it all the time, so for me to copy. Okay, cool. Of course disable. Yeah, double check everything looks good. Okay, so now you're looking at something like this, which is looks pretty okay. Let's have some more stuff. That one is not needed just yet. For now, I want to display informations, which is how much I have put it in. So basically, for my deposit, how much I have put it in. So let's do this one, but then because it's money-ish, so I like to be going from the end to end. So it's going from the end. Okay. Okay. Now, let me think. So I got is vault deposit record loading, and there's gonna be two lines that I want to do. So the first line is gonna be for. So then if there's two lines, you're gonna need something like this, and then the first line gonna be the big value that you have, so it's gonna be something like this, and the second line is gonna be let's do decent size. I think it's too small. First one's gonna be decent size, like a big number for you to know like how much you put in. So that's going to be roughly this size. And the second one is just going to be, the conversion rate and stuff. So conversion rate at the time deposit. So you kind of like, okay, at this one deposit over here, like at roughly this time frame. The other one, another time frame. That's the idea. So so I got that one. I also need to have what do I need to have? Oh, okay. I also need to have what's that, the symbol of the token, right? So then I'm gonna need something. I need to handle that case as well. So flex, you're gonna have flex row, and you're gonna, I think it's kind of broken right now, somewhat okay. So we're gonna do items n, right? And it's gonna be gap 2, and you're gonna have gonna do something simple, which is just p, and I need like a big text. So I'm gonna do a 3XL, and it's gonna make it bold, right? Bold, and it's gonna be format ether, water deposit record, amount deposited, begin 0. Okay, good. Okay, let's just do this one first. Alright, so you got this one is something, right? This one probably v dot, and this one's probably v eth, but you don't know what it is. Alright, so now you need to also handle the case of what token is that. Alright, so you're gonna do over here, you're gonna do a quick function. Go to a quick function here, one sec. Gonna do quick function format token address, and it's gonna be token address go to address. So then just do simple if token address is equal to let me just quickly autocomplete this one. Something like this. Alright, so for my token address, so basically you're gonna have flex row p, and it's for my token address. Looks like that. Is that though? I think so. Just looking for token address. That, okay, let's see. Okay, you got v dot v eth here. Looks kind of cool. Alright, not bad, not too bad. But there now everything is on one side. I want it to be fully spanned fully, and that's gonna be let's see. Let me just put like extra button here. Extra button. Extra button here. Move it in and just copy it, and this one I'm going to call it withdraw. Right. Withdraw. Nope, actually just call it withdraw. Withdraw icon. Let's see if there's a withdraw icon. I probably would. Let's just go to quickly to Lucid, right? Withdraw. Okay, money. Bank. Okay, bank not arrow down. I think this one looks okay. Basically it means that we're taking the money out. So let's go here. Let's put it here. And I'm gonna go over here. So if it's something that's bank not arrow down, withdraw. Okay, maybe grab this one. Alright, boom. Okay, simple like this. Okay, not bad. Why this one got crunch? I think it's because it's one. Oh, I know why, because it's inside this column span, is it? Oh, it's inside a div. Okay. Inside a div. Okay. Then I should take it outside. Okay. Let's take this div outside. Is that this div? This div. Let's take it outside. Right. So like this. So it doesn't get stuck into that. Okay, now that looks better. That looks better. Okay, and this one shouldn't be size icon. Just so it looks a bit better. Okay, now I also don't want it to be secondary as well. And there you go, something like this. Nice. Kind of span everything. Cool. So span everything. Okay. Okay, now we're gonna go to this part. Okay. So I want a conversion rate just below. So let's just do a quick conversion rate so people know what's going on. So let's just format token address. Okay, let's do flex row item gap 2. Gonna need to do a quick so p something like this, and class name amount deposited. Yeah, no, let's just do token conversion. This is token conversion rate first. Right, so then you got that one. Vault deposit record doesn't exist. What do you mean? Oh, deposit conversion rate. Deposit conversion rate, that's the one. Okay, now the next thing is, okay, you got something like this. Then for me to represent that it is something, you know, like exchange rate, so maybe like I grab like one of those icon that is let's go lucid again, right? Exchange arrow. Yeah, let's just do two-way arrow, right? Arrow that goes both way, right? Represent exchange. Two ways, right? Arrow left and right and left. I think this one's okay. Left and right and left. So left and right, and you're gonna have arrow left right, something like this, and text muted foreground, and then you're gonna have another p, which is here also text muted foreground, but this one's gonna be a little different. This one I want to essentially shows the amount of underlying asset that was at the time of deposit. So then so that I think the decimal is gonna be also very long, so they're gonna do a quick import of round long decimals, round long decimals, something like this. And it's gonna, and just for convenience, okay, now this one's gonna be very, very decently complicated. So first I need to figure out all the making sure that my stuff exists, right? So you need to make sure that you have deposit, vault deposit record, and you got amount deposit. This one is vital for, and you need to make these two to be existing, right? Vault deposit record, deposit conversion rate. Okay, so these twos are solid. Right, then you can proceed to the next one, which is you're gonna round long decimals. Right, and then you're gonna round long decimals. Let's just close it off, just so. Okay, the next thing you do is like you're gonna format ether, right? Because you make sure that works. So then you have let's have vault deposit record times dot, just look it up, multiply not by this one, you need to multiply by the big int 10 to the power of 18, right? And divide that, and you will divide this with something like vault deposit record deposit conversion rate. So basically you take the amount of v dot you deposit and you divide by the deposit conversion rate, you will get the amount of underlying asset. So this one's the v token, right? This one the conversion rate. So you divide it, you will get the amount that you deposited. So that's and then of course you're gonna need round long decimals. This one I want to be like 8, roughly 8, which is okay. And all of that, do a quick format, handle this stuff for me. Okay, there you go. So essentially you will get like something like this. So essentially 20, so basically you deposit into the vault 20 v dot. So at the time of deposit, that is equivalent to about 30 dot, right? Ooh, so I think I also need to also have, let's do a something like you know, like a simple, like kind of easy for you to know, right? So format token address, that one. If it's this one, then it would be, let's just do equal to v_eth, and it would be eth dot. It's not v dot. It would be something like this. Alright. Okay. So you have dot and eth. There you go. So basically, it just make it a little bit easier for you to know like what was deposited over here. So basically, this 20 v dot is equivalent to 30 dot at the time deposits. So that the goal when you withdraw is you get the same amount dot. You get the amount of v dot that is equivalent to this amount of dot, right? If it makes sense. Okay, same as eth. Right? So now let's do a quick deposit, right? To double check if this one is working well. Let's do deposit here. Deposit stuff. Okay, good. Let's do a quick refresh, and you see a new one, 30 v dot. Okay, that looks pretty good. Handles this one very well. Nothing withdraw just yet. Let's withdraw part. Okay, I don't need you to refetch anything just yet. Don't do anything essentially. Okay, there you go. Okay, so you have essentially most of these things done. You got 3 deposit. Let's do another one, right? To quickly do another one. Why do another one? It's gonna be the one we do withdraw, test withdraw. Or nothing. Right, do a quick refresh. That does handle that. Sounds good. Yeah, that seems good. Alright, got on these things. Alright, so now let's get to the next part. We do handle the withdraw. So what I plan to do is I go to, when I click the withdraw button, essentially this one, I click this one. What it does, like a pop-up, like a dialog pop-up, or if it's on mobile, it's gonna be like a drawer that pops up. So then what we're gonna need to do is we're gonna need to I see. There's also this one. Let's see. I got refetch. Let's just be on top of refresh. Refetch is vault deposit record error, and that's also gonna be that one. And boom, done. Okay, now that should be good. Okay, cool. Current token conversion rate. Okay, well. Refetch. Okay, anyway, we do this in a bit. Okay, so after this one, we're gonna need to do cons is desktop essentially. Oh, whoa, bro. I want this one. Use media query. No. Let's steal is desktop over here, right? Essentially, we want to figure it out if it's desktop or not. If it's desktop, it's gonna work like this, and use media query, and that's gonna need quick import. Okay, good. So we also gonna need dialog and draw import, which is gonna be these ones. All right. Just do a quick import here, and also of course we want transaction status, which is gonna be this one. Cool. I think that should be it. Okay, let's go down. We're gonna need to do, you have this one, and you're gonna do let's see, just make sure you have on the typical stuff for this one. First, because we're gonna have the transaction status, so you're gonna have the config, right? Config equal to use config. You got cons chain ID, use chain ID. You got also not this one. Not this one. You also have cons. This is to set open and close for the transaction status, right? And that means we also need to import that. Use state, and we gotta do a use effect because that's what you're gonna need to fetch the status. So, okay, sounds good. So this one I'm gonna go really quick because this one is mostly just setting up the boilerplate, and I usually have the boilerplate everything already. So instead of the withdraw buttons, right, we're gonna do something like this. Let's just grab this one. So this is the withdraw, right? So, and we will not use the withdraw, but you're gonna switch it over to the dialog system. So basically it's going to be if it is desktop, then if it is, then you're going to switch over to something like dialog. Okay, then you have dialog trigger. Okay, and dialog trigger is there's gonna be like a button inside, class name, and then that's gonna be banknote, arrow down, withdraw. Okay, and this one needs to be as child, right? Because the trigger is like a button. And then you're gonna have dialog content, right? Dialog content, dialog header, title, withdraw, your deposit, deposit, dialog description from the vault. Please actually no, I think it's too redundant. Please review the details below. Right, now that you have the header, right, which is gonna be that's the end of the headers, and now you got the meat of it. It's gonna be something like this, flex column, and then you're gonna have first it's gonna be, oh, there you go. Okay, withdrawing. Okay, text LG, okay, P, class name equal to text LG. Okay, now this one, so this one's gonna be my highlight of what is being withdrawn, right? So I'm withdrawing. Okay, so this one, first thing you need to calculate. Okay, so you basically essentially based on the amount of dot that you deposit in. Actually, based on the amount of v dot that you deposit in, that you were able to calculate the equivalent amount of dot at the time of deposit. So then from that equivalent amount of dot at the time deposit, you're gonna calculate the current amount of v dot that you can withdraw. Alright, so then you're gonna do, it sounds very nested, but it's at least looks disgusting. But let's just go with that amount deposit. Now deposited. You're gonna use the same information to do the calculation on the other side. Alright, deposit record. Oops, this one has the wrong. Okay. Okay. Format ether. Right. Wait, let's not rush. And it has to be vault deposit record amount deposited. You multiply with that, and then you have to multiply again with the token conversion rate. You multiply that. So essentially, how much you deposit in terms of v dot, you multiply with the token conversion rate. Then you divide by deposit conversion rate. So you can have something like vault deposit record token address for 2. So if it's this one, right, then it's gonna be with. If not, that's gonna v dot. Okay, it's gonna be v dot, and then it's gonna be not this one. You have to divide by. Okay, let me just format that a little bit. That looks curse. It looks very curse. Let's do something. Let's help this one to be somewhat easy to read. Okay, like this one. Vault deposit. Oh, you shouldn't have this one. Okay, and then you divide by vault deposit record and deposit version rate, and you gotta divide by that, so you get something like this. And okay, now you also need okay, format token address, something like this. Okay, address. Okay, is that so? Okay, that has something very broken. Let's just do a quick lookup. Dialog contents. Oh yes, make sure my dialog contents and everything. Okay, and you have this one. It's gonna be like really messy, but let's just do something like this. Equivalent to gap to equal approximately. Let's import that. Text me with foreground p. Text md, text muted, foreground. Alright, let's do like a number 0 for now. Okay, I have some issues with and it's not okay. So this one from here to here looks fine. So all of this one looks okay. All of this one looks okay. What's the broken part here? Something like this. Oh yeah, you need to draw. Okay. Is it? Okay. And just letting it autocomplete. Okay, that looks not bad, right? You need to fix a couple stuff here and there, and then it will look a lot better. So withdraw your deposits, review details below. You're withdrawing this many v dot equivalent to whatever it is. You got the buttons, everything here. Okay, let's kind of fix it up. Withdrawing. Okay, let's see. Let's do a quick format. Okay, equivalent to. Okay, format token address equivalent to equal approximately. Okay, let's do this. P. And you're gonna is that equal to text empty, text muted foreground. Okay, you're gonna do this. It's gonna be vault deposit record and vault deposit record deposit conversion rate, and it's gonna be do question mark round long decimals. Alright. Okay. Format ether. Alright. Okay. And you're gonna have vault deposit record dot amount deposited. You multiply by big int and you divide by vault deposit conversion rate, and that will give you these things. There you go. That are 0. Okay. And you would have something like this. Alright. So these two will be the same, right? Basically, these two should be the same and withdrawing. So then as the rate goes down, because the exchange rate, the rewards get baked into VDOS, so the exchange rate goes down. So then, this one also slowly going down as well. Right now, because I haven't changed it, so then it's the same. Alright, but then once I, I switch over to the admin, I start changing the rate, everything will start going down. Okay, and what would you do? Okay, let's not handle that part just yet. Let's make sure I handle. Oh, I also need something. Okay, so you got a P here. You're gonna need to also have, just something simple, right? MD text, essentially token address. Right? Do a quick lookup, format token address, vault deposit, token address. If this, something like this, okay. And you got also the unit, good. So you got a deposit, you get a unit, right? Let's also have like a slight more description at time of deposit, right? Okay, so slightly more descriptive, right? Not bad. Okay, now you get to the dialog footer. You want to have it as a close. Let's do the withdraw button first, right? So this withdraw button is going to be very similar to the original, right? Okay, let's not have on click, and it's pending. Is this one will be for the write contract functions, right? And you will also have a dialog close, which will also be a button outline close variant outline class name hover cursor pointer call span 1, and because the reason why, because I want to have a grid here, so then it looks kind of nice, right? Cospan 2, cospan 1, and this one I will add it in later. And because just below this one I will have a sort of footer is here, and I want a transaction status like here. It's pending, and let me just go here and let me just go and steal transaction status. Right. It's only here, but we don't need all of it. Right. We're gonna need a lot less, so I don't need any of this. Config chain ID hash is pending, is confirmed. Okay, good. Next thing we do, we need to add in that function to withdraw. All right, let's do function withdraw deposit. All right, and we have so cons data hash. Let me see. You have something like this. Hash is is pending error write contract use write contract. Okay, and this one you're gonna do write contract, something like this, draw, and done. Okay, then you're gonna have, of course, the typical, like not this, typical is loading, something like this. Let me just copy. This is almost like a boilerplate at this point. It's just repeating all the time. And withdraw deposit. Okay, withdraw deposit would just be in here. Withdraw deposit should be here. Click withdraw deposit. Disable is pending. Good. Okay. Good. Okay. Now you gotta do this trick that I kind of love quite a bit. Is you take this one. You're gonna slide that in. Oops, sorry. Let me just kind of loop that. Okay. Okay, and then I get this part. I add it in. Use the dialog component and rewrite that as drawer component just below. Alright. Good. You can do all the things as it's doing its job. Alright, you got all these things. Let's do a quick look. Usually it does a swing very well. So you just do quick check. I click withdraw. Wow, look at that. Alright, you get these two. This thing a little bit too far. I think for the dialog, if it's slightly closer, that would look nice. From top and bottom, right? Slightly closer. Whatever. I think it's fine. Okay. Let's withdraw this one. And then see if it works. Okay. 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 Bit too fast. Okay. And I received 50 V dot back. Alright. And that also updates itself. And we will see that. Okay, good. So yeah, basically that's the implementation, right? With the super help AI. So then basically you get the whole thing. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, there you go. Basically, so if you can do something like, you know, put it in, you're gonna do a quick deposit here. That way it pops up, handles on these things. Okay, got this part. Okay, so you check. Okay, you transfer 50 v dot to that one. That looks good. See, now you got the 50 v dot. Okay, and let's just do a quick refresh. Let's do this one. All right, withdraw. And withdraw, but I don't want the 50. I want some other things. Got these things. Okay, that. Okay, so I think we good. Right, everything's works well. Right, awesome. Thank you so much for joining the Bifrost Workshop. Right, yeah. So we built the Vault deposit management. We built deposit component. Built something that we like a front end for us to leverage the yield delegation vault. So yeah, awesome work. Cool. All right. For the Bifrost team, we will come up with more ideas. So stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, and we will come up with like new ideas like every week, right? And then release more videos, for you guys. All right. Cool. All right. Awesome. Thank you so much. You guys have a good day.